So today I thought I'd do a video about some funny stories. Tried to like embrace my inner indigenousness and went out into the bushes and had a bad experience.
Call you my Selena's, how you bitty bum bum. Bitty bitty bum bum.
By the way, my drink, my favorite drink, this is a venti strawberry refresher with lemonade and guava juice. The best. I also got this. It's pretty good. I can only think of 2 specific times that I've gone out into fucking bush. I went out in a lake. Out in a lake means you go on a boat, you go to your dad's cabin. Anyways, I went out in the lake to Molson Lake on these 2 trips that I'm about to tell you about. Molson Lake it's a lake and it's right outside of my reserve. I think it takes about 45 minutes to get there, and if I'm wrong, then oh well, because I'm never going there again. And then once you drive there, you gotta drive there with your boat on the back of your truck, and then you fucking drive through the bumpiest road of your life where there's like ditches in the middle of the road and like big potholes that are like 2 feet deep, and you have to drive deep into the bushes to get there. Everyone from the warehouse is probably like,
oh, this bitch is so dramatic.
But like seriously, you do have to drive way in the fucking bush just to get to the landing. The landing is where you park there and you launch your boat into the water. You have to drive on a boat to get to my dad's cabin. I'd say about half an hour, maybe longer. And like on your way like to the lake on the boat, you drive on this little creek, I guess it's called. You gotta drive in it for like, it's about 15 minutes long to get to the mouth of the lake. And then like you have to drive across this big lake, like it's huge. It's like the fucking ocean. I guess people go to Molson Lake to like go fishing, go swimming, go spend time with your family in the bushes. You know, you go there to do outdoorsy activities, which is totally not me. I don't know why I wanted to go there. Both of these stories involve going there to Molson Lake. Okay, the first story starts when I was probably like 9 years old, 9 or 10. It was me, my cousin who's a boy, and my sister, my younger sister. And I guess they would have been like 7 or 8. And then I was with my chumi and my dad. My chumi is my grandpa. So we drove to the landing, we launched our boat, all of that went smoothly. We got on the boat, started driving to our cabin, going through the little creeks, and then like we get like probably halfway through the creek, halfway to the mouth of the river, and then like me and my sister see this moose swimming across the little river thing. So I was like,
Oh my god, a moose! Dad! We have to shoot this moose! Oh my god!
cause like I've never seen someone shoot a moose before. I just wanted to feel like I was part of this hunting experience. Oh yeah, by the way, Cree people eat moose. So we were gonna shoot the moose. I was very pumped to see the moose. Me and my sister were like,
Fucking hunting ass bitches!
and my dad's like,
no, I don't want to shoot the moose right now. I don't want to shoot the moose. It's a lot of work.
well, you have to go find it after you shoot it. Whatever you do, I don't fucking know. I wasn't paying attention to that part. Like take it back to wherever you're gonna take it, cut it up, skin it, whatever, all that, so that you can eat it. And I didn't realize like how much work that is, but I'm like not even paying attention. I don't care what my dad has to say. I'm just like,
Fucking shoot the moose so I can say I saw you shoot a moose. Dad, shoot the moose.
there was no point in time where we calmed down to think about the moose. Okay, I was excited the whole time. And then like my little cousin, he was like 8 or 9, and had this little BB gun. It was like a little shotgun kind of BB gun, like Yeah, it was that kind of BB gun. What should I name him? I'll name him Scrunchy. I don't know if he wants his name on the internet, but his name was Scrunchy. So I'm like,
Scrunchy, get your fucking gun. Come on, we gotta shoot this moose.
and I'm like, go pump. He's like,
Yeah, gotta get my gun.
freaking out trying to get his fucking gun. Like, pretend this is his gun.
Like, yeah, gotta get my gun. Oh my god, I gotta shoot this moose with my little baby gun.
Like, gets it out. He's like all fucking nervous because I'm just fucking yelling at him. He's like so fucking nervous trying to kill this big animal moose. This big moose. He's trying to kill it with his little fucking BB gun that's like this size. He's like all nervous. He's like,
Yeah, I got my gun, Tanisha.
he's like trying to get it ready and he's like trying to go fucking gun breaks in half and he's like, it's like hanging there like this. He's like, his fucking gun broke in half and his gun doesn't, it just breaks in half. He can't shoot the moose because his gun is broken in half. My dad ends up actually shooting the moose and my chumi. They end up actually shooting the moose and then it goes running into the bushes. One of them, my dad or my chumi, went to go fucking look for the moose. Yeah, I think my chumi went to go look for the moose. And then we had to go drop off our stuff at the cabin. And then we went back to go find my chumi because he was looking for the moose. And then like we had to walk way in the bushes. I swear to God, we probably walked for like 20 minutes deep into the bushes looking for this fucking moose. We finally find my chumi and the moose. And my chumi's like beside the moose and it's laying on the ground and they're like trying to fix it up and haul the moose back to the boat and take it and all that. And difficult, like why did we want to shoot the moose? Just so we had to do more work? Just so my dad had to do more work? Now I can see why he didn't want to fucking shoot that moose. We fucking went into the bush and found the moose. He started recording me and my little sister and my little cousin. We're all looking at the moose, checking it out, because we've never been up close with a moose before. And I'm like touching it, like I'm just checking it out. Cool, a moose. My sister's touching it too and she's like touching the moose's hair. She's like,
Wow, what a nice color. This is such a nice color.
touching the fucking moose's fur. And she's like,
Wow, what a nice color. I wish my hair was this color.
just wants to have the same color hair as a moose. So that's my story of the time I went in the bush with my family and we shot a moose and my little cousin broke his gun in half. And the next story is when I was a little older and I went to Molson Lake. I was probably like 17 or 16 maybe, and I was like trying to go to Molson Lake with my dad and my ex-boyfriend. Like, why would you want to go there with your boyfriend and your dad? But anyways, yeah, I don't know, my ex was a jerk and he was like,
No, I don't want to go. I'm not going with you and your dad.
and I was like, fine, I'll go. I'll ask my friend to come with me then. And then so I asked my friend and she was like,
Yeah, I'll come with you. Sure.
oh yeah. And I was like begging my dad to go. I was like,
Dad, I really want to go camping. I want to go experience this outdoor life. I want to be an outdoor girl.
and like that's totally not me, but I don't know what the fuck I was trying to be at that point in my life. But yeah, I was like, I want to just do this outside stuff, so let's go. And he was like,
Like, okay, sure, let's go. I love it out there.
and I was like,
And let's go get my friend because my boyfriend doesn't want to come.
and then he's like,
Like, okay, we'll go get your friend.
we stopped at my friend's house, pick her up. We drove there. We drove to the landing, launched our boat. Everything's fine, perfect, smooth. And we get to the cabin, whatever, chill, unpack all our shit. After that, after we got settled in and whatever, we were like, well, let's go fishing. Get back in our boat, drive to the fishing spot. But like, it's a really big lake. Like, it's like really big. Maybe to other people it's not like an ocean, but to someone small like me, it's fucking big as an ocean, and the waves are like big waves, big wind, big, and it can be dangerous. I feel like you can really get lost or fuck up your boat and die and whatever, like if you don't know what you're doing, I guess. Anyways, we went fishing and we go to this little fishing spot. So it was like a little bay area, like a little creek type thing, little area in the lake where it's calm, small little area. And there were probably like 2 or 3 other boats in there with us, and me and my friend, we were fishing at the front area of the boat. How can I explain my boat? Okay, pretend this is the boat. Okay, and then pretend this little thingy right here, pretend this little tag is the engine side, and then this side is the front. Like you drive like this. It's not like a regular boat. Like it has a floor and there's like carpet.
What?
It's not like a aluminum, is that what they're called? If you know shit about boats, don't tease me. It wasn't one of those little aluminum boats that you can fucking see directly the bottom of the fucking boat. Like there's like there's the floor and then there's the bottom of the boat. We didn't see the bottom of the boat. We're just chilling, fishing, everything's all good. Me and my friend, we're at the front of the boat here. We're both standing here fishing, and then my dad's at the back fishing off the back of the boat. And then my dad's like, okay, you guys want to go? And we're like,
Yeah, well, yeah, let's go then.
and then so we start going to the back of the boat, and then we sit down in the canopy with my dad, and then like suddenly the boat like goes down, like the back of the boat was like this close to being underwater, and like if that little fucking piece went underwater, we would have sunk. And then like my dad's like,
Holy fuck, our bottom of our boat is filled with fucking water. We're gonna sink.
and then I'm like,
Oh, he's just kidding. He's not serious. We're not gonna sink. I'm like, quit playing, Dad. I'm like, no way.
He's like, we're gonna fucking sink, Tanisha.
and I'm like
Oh my god, okay, he's serious. We're gonna fucking sink. What do we do?
like I see the back of the boat going down, and then I see like the water, like I see us so close to going underwater, and I'm like,
I'm like, holy fuck, what do we do, Dad?
he starts the boat. That's how you start a boat apparently, but he starts the boat immediately, and it's like how a boat sounds when it starts,
Like,
and we start fucking going. He starts going fast as he can, and he's like, because we have to get moving so that we don't just sit there and fucking sink. So he's like driving really fast in circles, and he's like,
bail the fucking boat, Tanisha, bail the fucking boat.
and I'm like,
Well, we're moving. We're not gonna sink.
he's like,
There's a fucking hole at the bottom of the boat. You need to get all this water out.
and he gives me this pail. He's like,
Get this fucking water out of our boat.
and then I'm like bailing the boat. I'm like,
Psh, 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 like fucking. Psh.
like fucking throwing the water, scooping it out, throwing it back, scooping it out, throwing it back. Like my friend, she's in the front of the boat. She's sitting here so that there's weight, so that our boat doesn't completely just go boom. So she's sitting here making sure that that doesn't happen. I'm fucking sitting here throwing water out of the boat while my dad is yelling at me, and I'm fucking scared as shit. He's like,
Bail the boat, Meech. Bail the boat. Fucking bail it.
and I'm like,
If I don't do this fast, we're gonna fucking sink.
keep in mind that this is a little bay. We're not in a big lake. It's a really little bay. So there's like 2 or 3 other boats, and like they see us driving in circles. Like they're not far from us. They can fucking probably hear the whole thing. We knew those people, and then like I'm like,
We're sinking!
sinking! And they're like not even caring. Well, now that I think of it, like what could they have done? We were fucking sinking. So we're just driving in circles really loud, scaring away all the fucking fish. And like this other boat is just watching us. They're just watching us driving around, freaking out at each other. Like we did that for about 5 minutes. I got out most of the water and then I'm like, Dad, what are we gonna do? We're stuck in this little bay. There's a hole in the bottom of our boat. We can't go back on the big windy lake with big waves because like there's a hole in our boat. What if our boat breaks and like we get fucking lost in the big lake? We can't take it out there. So yeah, we were just driving, not knowing what to do. And then my dad's like,
fuck Nietzsche. We're gonna have to crash our boat.
And I'm like thinking like,
this guy can't be serious. You're being too dramatic, Dad. We're not gonna crash our boat into the shore.
And then he's like,
we have to crash our boat. Like, what are we gonna do? We can't fucking park it by the dock because like if we leave it in the water, it'll fucking sink.
In this bay, there's like one cabin. I told you there was 3 boats. One left, one was just watching us, and then the other boat, the guys in that boat, their little spot was at that cabin in that bay. They just went to that cabin while we were driving around crazy, and then they were like watching us from that cabin like, what the fuck are these people doing? And then my dad's like,
we're gonna crash right there, right at that cabin where those people are.
so I fucking sit down and he's like, okay, we're gonna crash into the shore now. And then we crash, we're like we make it onto the land. It was pretty scary, but like not as scary as the whole almost sinking thing. We stopped there, we pulled the boat up the shore a little bit. We were stranded there. We were stranded at that cabin for like 4 hours, and like this was just supposed to be a little fucking 20-minute little fishing trip, so we didn't bring no food. And then like me being the little annoying girl I am, I'm like,
Dad, I'm hungry. I'm sick of being at this cabin.
and he's like,
yeah, I'm hungry too.
I think we caught like a few fish. He taught me how to cut up the fish. I still don't remember. I don't remember how to cut up the fish. And then we cooked it at that little cabin, just being fucking survivors. Remember I said there was another boat of people who we knew? They gave us a ride back to our cabin. We slept there for the night, and like the next day those people had to drive us back to the landing because we didn't have our boat. It was broken. That's the story of how I almost sank in the wilderness. I swear to you, that was the last time I ever went to fucking Molson Lake. Like ever since then, I was like, no, fuck no. You wanna go fishing? Fuck no. Bro, that's why I'm an urban native now. If I ever think of more funny stories, then I'll tell them. But yeah, 2 stories that only a fucking res girl can tell you. That's what happened. That's what happened on 2 times I tried to be fucking outdoorsy. Like and subscribe for more fucked up stories.
But a little vibe with you.